It's pretty much every gun owner's worst nightmare, having to use a firearm to defend yourself and then ending up in cuffs because of it. Today we're talking about how an Oakland Chinatown business owner is behind bars after using a firearm to defend someone from being robbed. Let's talk about it. Before we get going today, though, I want to say thank you to the sponsor of this channel, Route 66 Shooting Sport Park down in San Bernardino, California. Excellent people. I love working with them. If you like shooting steel, skeet, long distance, competition shooting, whatever it is, if you got a gun and you want to use it, Route 66 Shooting Sport Park in San Bernardino, California is the place to do it. Let's talk about the headline here. Oakland cops reluctant to arrest a store owner who opened fire to stop a robbery. Now, the basics of what is going on, for those of you that aren't familiar with this case, many people have been sending me links to this, so you might be aware of it. But if you're not, business owner in Oakland, California, has a concealed weapons permit in the state of California. He is at his place of business, sees a woman who had been hit with a vehicle and is being robbed by two men who are attempting to take her camera and other belongings. Business owner steps out of the business, still legal, fires 4 shots at the two men that are trying to rob the woman, does not hit any of them, does not hit any innocent bystanders. The two men take off, at which point the police show up. Now, the police initially and the investigators were reluctant and wanted to let the man go. They wanted to not arrest him. However, the captain decided to overrule them and decided that this man needed to go behind bars. This is where it really grinds my gears and really gets a lot of people upset, because in a world where people are being arrested left and right and let go for absolutely heinous crimes, good people that are trying to do the right thing and defend someone when the police cannot, will not, and won't respond are being put in jail. This truly is the part that really grinds my gears, because we live in a society where everyone's shouting to defund the police, and I have always believed that the police are not there to protect you. The police are there to respond after a crime has been committed. Now, this is interesting because the chief of police is saying that we don't want people to fire weapons in our community, right? When weapons are fired in our community, there could be unintended victims. Absolutely. However, here's the problem. When seconds count, the police are minutes away. Twice in my life, I have called 911 because someone was injured on the side of the road, or I saw a car go off the road, and I got put on hold. In fact, just the other day, my fiance came home and told me that she called 911 because she saw a tree on fire on the side of the road, and she got a busy signal. That inspires a whole lot of confidence in the era of defund the police, doesn't it? I've always held to the opinion that the police are not there to protect you. The police are there to respond to a crime after it has already been committed. Yes, there are many instances where the police do actually intervene and stop someone from being hurt. Usually that's when they're right there next to you. It's going to be very rare that the police stop something that is not currently underway or aren't responding after something has already happened. In this situation, the police is saying that they need good witnesses and that they want people to call the police instead of actually trying to defend themselves. Absolutely ridiculous. People need the ability to protect themselves. Right now, this man's life is potentially going to be ruined because of a political stunt by either the DA or the police chief. In a world where Asian communities are under attack, there has been a massive increase in attacks on elderly Asian people, specifically in SF, Oakland, and LA. In the state of California, Asian people are being targeted. And right now, it's not only by the criminals, it's by the police and the government. Actually, I guess that was kind of redundant because the government aren't very good people and the police aren't always good people either. But enough of that. In a world where Asians are being attacked by criminals, it appears as if the legal system is also going after them incredibly heavily. We saw this with Feng Yang, we saw this with Alan Sun, and now we see this with this Chinatown business owner. Absolutely ridiculous, the world that we're living in. I can't believe that I even have to report on this. Using force to defend yourself or someone else, and I would argue that someone hitting someone with a vehicle would be considered lethal force, especially when you consider more people die by vehicle accidents than guns. Overwhelmingly. I would consider this, and I'm not a lawyer, a political stunt and absolutely ridiculous. It seems as if many legal analysts with various news teams have also concurred that same thing. If you are interested in concealed carry weapon insurance, there's plenty of options out there. I have yet to kind of give my recommendation or talk about that yet. I'm still there's a lot to mull over with that, but it's something you may want to consider. If you learned anything from this, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. I'm just absolutely appalled that we're in the situation that we are in. people need the legal ability to defend themselves and others. And it seems like the police not only want to be the only ones with guns, they want to be the only people that are allowed to use any amount of force. Is that a world you want to live in? Let me know. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.